Today you can see me jelly print some pieces with etching ink on very different surfaces and work out 2 prints. Stay tuned to see me do that. Hello print fans! Today I will be printing with etching ink on various surfaces, like this round canvas pad and this slightly panoramic canvas board, a wooden canvas with a light wooden structure, then also Fabriano's sketch paper that has 90 GSM, and a multicolored paper block that features some nice pastel colors. I like the green, the light green. I think I'm going to use that. The only etching ink I am printing with today is by Charbonnel and has the color warm sepia. The workout then I will do with other tones as well, pencils and acrylic inks, and you know me, always a little gold too. The Charbonnel etching ink is always quite oily, so you have to roll it out for quite a while. At first you think, oh, this is never going to work, but then it suddenly turns into a very smooth surface. I show you this in real time here, so you see how long it takes until you get it fairly even. You can already see it's a beautiful color. I might also take that long because I have this ridiculously small brayer here. I was actually too lazy to get up and go collect the other ones. So I used the one that was there. And this is like, it's probably for kids or so. So that takes extra long. For those of you who are new to printing etching inks, you can clean them off because they're made with oil. You can clean them off with any vegetable oil or so. You can clean them off of the jelly plate and all the working materials you have. And there is also another etching ink by Aqua, which is soy-based. That's easier to get off. But this is the Charbonnel. And I'm very excited to try this wonderful bottle of sparkling wine. I'm really curious what kind of texture this will give me. You can see that I had difficulty printing the whole of the surface of the bottle. That's also an interesting effect. This is a candle. The wax on the side is made like that. I didn't drop it or so. To protect the candle from the staining etching ink, I'm wrapping it in tin foil. And I hope that the structure on the candle goes through it. There's a little piece of the print process missing here. I'm sorry. This is how it turned out on the gel plate. Look at that. It already looks fantastic, I think. Wonderful color. And I'm trying the canvas board first. Turning the gel plate around and now registering it on the canvas board. And carefully turning the package around and pressing from this side a little bit. And I have to say I don't like it that much. The canvas is really a little bit rough for my liking. And the print is quite nice, but also the color doesn't really transpire. So I'm trying the round canvas pad. See if this is better. And actually, I should say that I'm taking the ghost print here. There was so much paint left on the gel plate that I just use it again. The edges are free of paint because it's larger than the gel plate, so I'm printing some of the leftovers on so that it's not white in any places. Again, with the round canvas, I don't like it very much. It's still too rough, I think. But I'm just warming up. And inking up again with the same color. I'm speeding this up a lot now because you've seen it already. And trying that bottle again. I'll stop here and show you this because this looks so amazing. Unfortunately, I destroyed that effect later, and I really have to remind myself that I have to repeat this print session with the bottle. Trying to clean my hands in between just a little bit. And now I'm using the candle again. There's still the other paint on it, but that doesn't matter. This is a set of wine corks that I bought in an antique store. One says medicine, obviously, and the other one says gift, which is not translated as a present, but it means poison in German. So I have medicine and poison, and I'm protecting them with the tin foil again. And then just pressing it in the paint to see if it makes a good impression. And it does. And I want to print on that wooden board now, and I will protect the sides to have a rim or sort of a frame. I'm doing that with a surgical tape. It's a micropore surgical tape by 3M, and it works great. And while I'm taping the board, I can just take my time because as with the etching ink, I like it so much because you have all the time in the world. It never dries on the Gelli plate. So I pressed it down on the wooden board. No need to turn it around this time. And I have, the board is a little bit larger on the upper and the lower side. So I'm printing there again before I take off the tape. This is always a great moment, taking the tape off. Actually, I don't really know why, but everybody loves it. Yeah, so I like it. I like it much better than the canvas surfaces. It's very, very fine. And all these shapes look like trees, and so I know what this is going to be. And you can see a little bit of that candle pattern, but not much. The most patterns were done by the cling film. Now I'm making a new print with the golden open paint and black. And the golden open is also very nice because it takes a long time to dry on the gel plate. So you have some time. I speed it up anyway. Now I'm rolling this through the cling film, and the effect is a little bit different. This is the baby powder. I love that effect totally. It's really like snowflakes. Wonderful. And I want to take that print with a light green pastel colored paper, and you guessed it, the other side is white. And I missed the green side. That's great. I'm such a pro. I rolled out some of the warm sepia etching ink already. Sorry, I missed filming it. And I'm making sort of a black rim here, a black edge, to make it even more vintagey. Coming in with the cling foil. I'm not making too many wrinkles. I just want the objects to protect the objects again. So this is the candle again. and printing the corks through the cling film without the tin foil, working well. This time I'm also printing the gift, the poison cork. And I still have some oranges, dried oranges, and even that shows very well through the cling film. I'm amazed, actually. I never thought it would work well like that. Taking a smaller orange slice, and this is just orangey underground with a little bit of medicine and poison. This is enough. I'm taking the cling film off. I can already see it worked just fine. And I'm taking the right side this time. Luckily I had two of that color. And pressing the gel plate on it. So this is what the sepia looks like on a green paper. It's quite okay, but not like astonishingly beautiful. Brayering out the sepia etching ink again. This time I'm using a placemat made of felt, and it has a very nice oriental, I think, pattern. I'm going through the holes with tissue, and this looks quite nice, and I'm just taking it with the sketch paper, actually, the Fabriano sketch paper. This is a nice result, but not that interesting that I would work it out. This is the golden open phthalo blue. And I want to stress again that if you don't like the etching ink because they're too oily and sticky and everything, make everything dirty, you can also use the golden open acrylics because they take a long time to dry as well. So I'm repeating that technique, taking off with the deli paper and then also coming in with the tissue again. And this is what it looks like on the gel plate, and it still has the sepia ghost print underneath that I printed before. So I'm taking this again with the Fabriano sketch paper, and this is what it looks like. And now the working out can begin. I'm working out two of them. This is the one that I printed on the back side of the green paper. And later I'm going to work out the print on the wooden frame, on the wooden board. I don't have more time to work more of them out, so I have to do with these two. So the baby powder shapes in the underground. Do you say underground? I'm not sure. But I'm giving the baby powder spots, shadows, and also the vertical and horizontal lines. And I'm not really sure actually where they came from. I guess it was just a small brayer that left these marks. So maybe this very small brayer was a good idea. Here I'm working out a little bit of the structure that I've lost, that has not printed. But I always have to tell myself, stop, 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 before you ruin the original rough print feel. Stop, stop, stop. Can't stop. No, stop now. Yeah, well. I'm giving the rim a shadow. And in these cling film shapes, I see some trees emerging from there. So I'm gonna work out the 3 trees that I see, maybe even more. I actually don't know before I'm finished. This is a light brown, I think it's a burnt sienna colored pencil. And some shadows with a black pencil, but I'm soon switching to a fine liner. As there is some dark black in the underground, I think I can use these overground for the trees as well. It wouldn't be too dark. Very nice fine liner, the Micron. And also it draws on the etching ink, which is surprising because you would think that the fine liner would get damaged by the oily surface, but it doesn't. It's funny, and very often I see a two-trunk tree. That happens to me often. I don't know if this is the cling film that works for me, and or if it's my imagination that says I need a two-trunk tree now. Sorry, my dog is biting its paws. I'm starting the third tree now, and I also have to work something in the underground so that they can have their roots in there. This is the Nougat color pencil. I use it a lot when I want a sort of a dull color, and it's perfect for this underground. I'm sort of connecting the trees with each other here so that I have a connection going from the far left to the far right. And I don't know why I do that, I just wanted it. And I'll stop now. I like it how it turned out. What do you think? And now I'm turning to the wooden board. I can also work with the colored pencils on it. It works the same way very well like on paper. So first I'm trying to make the medicine cork a little bit more visible and legible. And I'm separating the trees with the undergrowth from the underground. And this is actually where I destroyed the nice print of the bottle that looked like clouds almost. So I really have to repeat that again. Here I'm coming in with my white fabric marker that I use a lot because it's so subtle, not such a bold white. And also if you're quick, you can rub it with your finger and take a little bit of it off again. And I really like that border up there where it printed a lot lighter. It's a graphic element that I like. This is the Liquitex gold medium that I also use a lot. I tried it between the trees, but I didn't like that at all. So now I'm trying the acrylic ink in white for between the trees. For here I didn't dilute it with enough water or no water at all, so it got a little too bright. And because I painted on a wooden board, I was able to knock the color back by taking some off with a baby wipe, which took off only the white acrylic ink and not the etching ink. The etching ink has sunk into the wooden board by now, and it doesn't smear at all anymore. Yeah, so painted the cork white as well, and did a little bit of shadowing in the underground, and this is how it turned out. How do you like it? I personally love it. And here's the first one again, which turned out nicely as well. So I only had the time to work out two. I made a lot more interesting prints. I always print so much that I just don't have the time to work out more. Well, I had fun today. I hope you had too, and you feel inspired, and I hope to see you next week. Bye!